All right. Welcome to those who are with me on the live stream today. James with Team Finish Strong, and I'm here tonight to do a very special event. For those of you who follow Phil Gaimon and his crash and recovery, he had been on a trek to support a charity called No Kid Hungry, and he was on a van tour in support of that when he had his accident. So as you can imagine, that's put somewhat of a crimp in his plans to raise the money that he had pledged, which was $100,000. And so during his recovery, he has elected to have a couple of special events here on ZWIFT to give folks an opportunity to continue to ride with him, even though he's not able to be out there on the roads as he would like. So tonight, we're in the second charity ride of the evening that he's hosted. We're at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. So if you are just joining us and would like to join in, you still have time to get on board and get in on this event. Folks are coming into the pen here by the second. So we'd love to have you join us, both on the live stream as well as on the ride. That being said, Phil is expected to also join the ride, and so he should be present anytime now. Just taking a look here, see if he's in the pen. I would suspect, as most people do in that kind of position, he's probably going to show up late at the near the end, so to speak, before the event starts. But in any event, if you do ride tonight, they are looking to have a moment where the group stops and does something that's traditional with Phil's rides, and that is to enjoy a cookie. So I did bring my cookie along. It's sized for a video, so I don't think I'll eat all of it tonight, but I will certainly enjoy it. And so with the minutes we got left, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to the chat. If anybody has anything they want to chime in on, or anything they want to share about the event perhaps, or ZWIFT, or any questions, feel free to chime in. We got 7 minutes. This is not a race, so there'll be plenty of opportunity for some chat back and forth during the ride. There is one part that Phil has suggested might be somewhat competitive, and that is Box Hill. I think, as Phil is fond of doing, he is no stranger to hammering it up a favorite hill. So I think he's going to be hammering it up Box Hill tonight, and I think he's invited all of us to tag along as long as we can hold on. We'll see. But so I'm enjoying the challenge of getting up Box Hill tonight. Maybe even set a personal record if the Lord permits. So we will be getting underway here in just about 6 minutes or so. In the title of the video also, I had alluded to a surprise, and I think I'm going to keep it under wraps for now, but it is going to be somewhat of a big reveal for me, and if you've been following me for a little while, you probably already know what it's going to be. Don't issue any spoilers for those that have not been following. I'm looking forward to this ride, though, tonight, for more than one reason because of that. So Phil is supporting No Kid Hungry. My understanding, and this is my best outsider's understanding of that particular charity, is that kids sometimes go to school hungry. It can affect how they learn in school. I can certainly understand that and relate to that. I had been following along some other local programs and understand how important that is. So I think it's a great cause, and he's looking to raise a ton of change for that charity, and certainly there's a great need. So if you do decide to participate tonight, or even if you don't, and you want to support the charity, there is a link in the ZWIFT apps, companion apps, for the ride. You can also do a search online for this particular event on ZWIFT's website and donate that way. Similarly, if you go on Phil's YouTube channel, he'll have a link there as well. So plenty of opportunities and ways to jump on board and support. Yeah, that's funny. I just saw somebody in the ZWIFT chat ask where Phil is. That is a good question. We're down to 4 minutes. Well, wait, did I see him? There's 90 people now. There's really no hope for me to even try to find him in the list. But I'm sure he'll show up. So this particular event is the London 8 course, Greater London 8. And so it's a pretty short course, about 14 miles, just one lap tonight at a social pace. So we're going to be one massive throng traveling through the streets of London tonight. Probably from all over the world too, I would imagine. We can't see yet, but we'll see how many countries are represented today. Well, I thank you all for joining me. Hey, Greg, I see you in the chat there. Yeah, 50K is a pretty decent ride. Pretty decent ride. Where was this in the virtual or is this in the real world, Greg, that you rode today? As for me, I have been doing a bit more virtual riding than real-world riding, just because of the intense heat, especially during the week, afternoons, get off work. Not a lot of motivation to ride in 90, 95-degree weather. Great adaptation training, I'm sure, for those that have to race in the heat. As far as my schedule is concerned, I don't really have another event planned until the fall for me, so I think I'm good to go. I'll let the next guy do the heat training. Just been doing a mix of some indoor and outdoor riding, and did get to enjoy a very nice ride, local ride that's a favorite, that also has a treat, and that is our donut ride in our area. Very popular, as you can imagine. So we had a good number of folks attend that, and the donuts were pretty darn good, I have to tell you. You think donuts are a commodity now, anybody can make a good donut, but these are pretty good. And if you fancy Fruity Pebbles, they even had a Fruity Pebbles covered donut. I mean, they had some strange combinations too. It was definitely a specialty shop, if you would say. Yeah. Some folks are saying Phil with the last minute. There he is. There he is. All right. We got folks from New Zealand, and I'm sure everywhere else. So great to see Phil. We'll find him somewhere. I wonder if he's the tall, skinny guy in the ZWIFT avatar. But no, he should have. He's filming. That would make sense. He should be. He should have one of those markers over his head to let everybody know where he is, who he is. So we'll see. I don't know if they're going to put a fence up for us. This large of a group. Are we going to have flyers tonight? We want to leap off the front. I guess we'll see. Oh no! I'm the first one up. I'm like, everybody else is waiting on me. But here we go. So there is obviously not going to be a lot of concentration, as I often do during races, with strategy and such. So feel free to hit me up in the chat. Otherwise, this is going to be a very quiet ride. So Greg, I hear you on that. I have found, particularly with me, my work schedule has made it difficult for me this year to do any outdoor riding during the week, except in those rare moments when I have that window of opportunity open up. So I can totally relate. That's why I've been Zwifting a lot throughout the summer. So getting use out of my Zwift subscription for sure. Yes. Yeah, and I hear you. Training with power is very helpful, and if you don't have a power meter, it's difficult. You know, you have to do things on feel, and then you don't really have quantifiable information. So, and I can relate to that. Oh wow, I got the arrow. Is Zwift trying to tempt me to fly off the front? I think we do hit a sprint zone up here somewhere. I don't even see Phil yet. I think I'm probably way too far up. I might need to slow down. He's 35 meters back and falling. Yeah, Zwift has definitely improved. I would say they've made a concerted effort just in the last year to improve the experience, to expand the Zwift worlds, and it has certainly made for a platform that you can stay immersed in throughout the year. You know, you don't use it for a couple months and then you get tired of it and move on. You know, there's a lot of variety and interesting things going on in the Zwift world that allows you to stay in there. So, yeah, I agree. I agree, Greg. It's great, and I'm sure there's more to come. There's a new course that is kind of hidden back from view. Some folks call it Watopia National Forest, I think, is the nickname people are giving it out there in the chat. So I don't know when they're going to release that to us, but it will be that'll be even more that we can do just in Watopia. So for those of you in the chat, use Zwift. What's your favorite world that you ride in? Do you pretty much stick to Watopia, or do you try the other worlds, or is there a favorite world that you work in? For me, I have to tell you, I tend to stay in Watopia. There's just so much variety of terrain there, whether it be time trial sections, sprints, hills, and then of course you got out to Zwift. So you've got so much you can do just right there, and so I really like it. London would probably be my next favorite because of just the fact of how well it recreates London, and it has enough variety, both in city and out of city, to keep my interest when I'm rolling around the streets of London. So I enjoy that one as well. Yeah, great. Yeah, you and I both on that one for sure. You know, there's one course that I find interesting that I don't get to ride very much. I ride it more in races than not. Is Innsbruck. I tend to do the Innsbruck races, that little Innsbruck ring, but I have only just barely scratched the surface in terms of venturing out into the rest of Innsbruck and that fairly long climb that heads out of town. Never really gotten too far up it. So that would be interesting to explore at some point. All right, so you like Tempest Puget and the volcano climb. Well, very good. Well, that new course is preaching now. Do you like time trial events, Greg, or is there some other aspect to Tempest Puget that you like? It's very interesting. I actually enjoy Tempest Puget a lot. Me being not so much of a climber, I tend to shine a bit more in the flats, and as such, Tempest Puget certainly is somewhat of a favorite of mine. I actually got the longer of the two sprint jerseys not too long ago in Tempest Puget, so I was really felt good about that, and how my training is developing. And so you like Innsbruck too. Now, do you like the little kicker, the leg snapper as they call it, hill in Innsbruck, or do you like some of the other hills around Innsbruck in that particular world? So, they've developed a lot, right? They've expanded. Phil Gaimon, who else here has broken bones? No, thank God, not me today. But they've expanded Watopia quite a bit. Yeah, the scenery in Innsbruck is definitely unique and beautiful. Very faithfully recreating that city. In fact, I have to tell you, when I first started riding in Innsbruck, I wanted to actually check out the real life Innsbruck to see what made it so special. And it's kind of interesting. They've really faithfully recreated it, with some ZWIFT touches, of course. But and you enjoy climbing. Well, very good. Remind me to have you on my team when we do a climbing stage race. But for me, I'm just tonight I'm going to try my best going up Fox Hill. We'll see how it goes. But so Phil's chatting it up. And I don't even know where he is. He's still 21 meters back. We're just still spread out here. I see they're not using a fence to corral us in tonight, so he's keeping it casual. And these interesting red jerseys tonight to mark the occasion. So obviously you and Phil have something in common, Greg, in that you both love climbing, and that's a good thing. I think to excel at climbing is definitely a specialty. It's something that I wish I could do better. I have been working hard at it over the summer to improve my climbing, and I think I have made some progress. And it's not for nothing, because I've got a really nice bucket list climb, actually, coming up in about a week and a half. I'm going to be doing the real life out to ZWIFT, out to Juez, and going to give it a try. I'll probably blog about it, and get something together for you guys when I get back, and let you know. It will probably be super hot out that day. I think, if I read correctly, Europe is in the midst of a heat wave right now, so I'm hoping it'll cool off a little bit by the time I get there. Yeah, I give Phil a lot of credit for focusing his energies on a matter, or excuse me, on a charitable cause that leverages, I guess you could say, the notoriety and the celebrity that he's enjoyed. I think that is certainly a very worthwhile thing. Yeah, believe me, Greg, I'm looking forward to it too. It's strange, even though I'm not a great climber, I look forward to the suffering. I do. And this will be unique because I won't be doing it at near sea level on a bike in front of a TV. I'll be doing it at 6,000 feet approximately of elevation by the time it's all said and done. So I am sure that the real life monster of Alpe d'Huez will be much more difficult to tame than the virtual one. So we've got a very short ride tonight. We're just cruising along here. Hey, you know what? I'm going to throw this question out to y'all on the chat because I need someone who's more ZWIFT-aware than me to help me explain this. I have searched and searched, and I cannot find out the meaning of the new icons on the right-hand side. And I don't think I have a cursor. I don't think you guys can see my cursor, but I'm going to highlight this particular person. They have a triangle next to their name that is, I believe, red, and somebody else up here has one that is green, and I have no idea what that means. I have no idea why I do not have one. So I don't think they're pros. I don't know. Vegan cyclists, I'm just guessing. I'm like, that's pretty cool. We have an icon next to your name. I have no idea what it means. ZWIFT hasn't even really advertised it. So I guess we'll find out eventually. Well, you know, Greg, regarding your last chat, I wholeheartedly agree. I find that the health benefits, and particularly the stress benefits of cycling, are just beyond the simple things that you can measure. ZWIFT Academy. Hey, that makes perfect sense. Greg, that is awesome. ZWIFT Academy, I did not even think of that. Because that's going on right now. Well, kudos to those who are in the ZWIFT Academy. I'm a bit too old for that. But, so that's great. But yeah, I have seen, and you know, I share this regularly with family that don't cycle. And it doesn't have to be cycling, of course, but for me, it used to be running, and then when my knees started complaining a bit too much about that, I shifted to cycling, and I've been on it ever since. But I have seen cholesterol go down. I've seen blood pressure go down, heart rate go down in terms of resting heart rate. Just all sorts of health benefits from the exercise. And it doesn't even have to be at a competitive level to enjoy those benefits. I started seeing improvements within just a few months of regular exercise. So this is probably the healthiest video game that anybody can play, right? You know that, unless I guess you win a Fortnite championship, you got $3 million to spend. You don't have to work anymore, and you can exercise all you want when you want. That'd be cool if they could offer that much money for a ZWIFT championship, right? You'd probably, you know, I just realized something. Forgive me for crucifying his name, but the young gentleman from Colombia that won the Tour de France this past week, I think I heard he made $800,000 as his share of the winnings. And then in the same week, the news reports a teenager, I guess, I'm assuming, won $3 million playing a video game. Now, how did the economics work out like that? I don't understand that. I just don't understand that. I'm probably playing the wrong video game, right? If we're looking at money. Thank you, Egan Bernal. I appreciate that, Greg. But seriously, that'd be a little bit depressing, wouldn't it? To do 21 days of just about pure HELL in the heat, no less, because it was super hot out there for 3 weeks with no rest for a shot at 800,000. And somebody who's sitting on a beanbag chair scoops up $3 million. But hey, you know, that's the strange economics of life, right? You know, folks can earn a decent living doing something productive for society, and then there are some YouTubers with some of the weirdest content out there rolling in dough. But that is our society that we live in and what we value. Might even be a topic for a vlog, perhaps, maybe, if I think about that a little bit more. That's got some potential as a topic. But in any event, I'm thankful that even though the economics of the world doesn't make sense, I can honestly say, and I'm so thankful that in God's economy, that things work out for the good of those who love and are called according to His purpose. So I'm just so thankful about that. That you have something out there that transcends cause and effect, and that there's grace, and that's just amazing. That's just awesome to have that working in one's life. And I can honestly say that has definitely played a huge part of where I find myself today. So I'm very thankful and glad to even be able to ride a bike today. But so where is Phil? Yeah, I don't know how. So help me out, Greg. I'm not a Fortnite player. I've heard of the name, but I don't know much anything else about it other than that. Where does its revenue stream come from? Is it ad revenue? Is it downloads, paid downloads? Is it something entirely different? They swipe your credit cards and run them in Russia? Yeah, I agree. Life is definitely much more than money. I agree, and it is. I guess it's very telling to see how today's world separates folks when it comes to money. I'll just say it like that. And again, that's not the point or the topic of this particular video. Although it's kind of where No Kid Hungry comes in, right? You have some kids that presumably have the potential to excel and do really well, but they don't have the opportunity because of their situation and just not even be able to come to school with a decent meal. And how simply giving them the simplicity of a very small opportunity, such as a breakfast, can just change the course of their future. It's amazing. Ah, okay. So they sell in-game items to players. So they have they have an upsell. That's amazing. It must be a real good power up for people to lay cold hard cash down for it. And I hope those watching ZWIFT never succumb to that, because I would hate to see the results of a ZWIFT race decided because somebody plunked down $100 on the best power up. That would just be depressing. I think that would be counterproductive to what ZWIFT is trying to build in terms of a community. So I hope they don't get the idea from their Fortnite counterparts. And I'm flying off the front here. I got to be careful. But enough of Fortnite. So where's Phil here? He's somewhere back in this group. We got I think we had 100 and something folks sign up for this particular event, so we got a good sized group here. Everybody seems to be staying together. So that's good. No fence required. And Phil, as usual, he likes to chat it up wherever he can. Although, hey, I saw something. I saw a highlight from the Tour de France that really impressed me, and I was really surprised. I don't know, Greg, if you've seen it. Yeah, I see your comment, and yeah, I'm glad. I really hope and believe that they don't do that. But how many of you out there saw this highlight from the Tour de France? I want to say, I can't think of the name. I always get put on the spot. I'm very bad with names, as you can tell. But this one pro player is on a climb. He's concentrating. He's determined to get up the ascent. And somebody comes up, and I didn't even know what it was, but they thrust something at him, and it turned out to be, I think, a picture of him. And and he signed it. He ended up signing it. So that was amazing. He took the time to sign his autograph for somebody. And of course, the fan was absolutely off the charts excited about that. That's once in a lifetime opportunity for sure. And yeah, you're right, Greg. It is very rare for events not to need the fence. In fact, I was on I think it was a 100-mile group ride, and we had the typical people who wanted to go off the front, and they put a fence up, and it I think like 30 people disappeared off the group just from that one move. So I don't know where Phil is though. I think he's still back. We're really getting stretched out here, which is going to make it hard because, like, if we're all gonna hammer it up the climb, it would be great and fair if we were all together and kind of left together, so you really know how you did. Because certainly there's not going to be any quantification of it after the event, but at least you can check your own PR, see how you did. Either that, or a whole bunch of folks are trying to get as much of a lead on Phil as they can to see if they can make it to the top still before he gets there. So I want to actually hang back with him and see if I can hang on his wheel. You know, you don't get very many opportunities to do this in any sense, whether it be virtual or real. And that's kind of why I liked the KISS Community League. Greg, if you remember that some months back, they had the Community League. It was a mixture of pros and amateurs. It was broadcast on ZWIFT's channel. I thought that was really cool to be able to again, rub shoulders with some folks that you normally don't get an opportunity to out in the real world. Yeah. If you missed that highlight, I think it's like on NBC Sports' YouTube channel. It's like top 10 highlights of the Tour de France. You'll if you see it, if you check that out, you'll see what I'm talking about. It was just one moment at one point in the race, and I didn't see it on any of the daily highlight reels either. So I think it was just I don't know, it was just something probably that was put together that, of course, it's not really race related, other than the fact it's got a lot of appeal to the average person. So yeah, and you watched the Community League? Yeah, I participated in as many of those as I could. I think when I started live streaming, we were like maybe seven races into that. So didn't get to participate too much. But I thought that was one of my favorites, really, of all of the different stage races that I have participated in. So that was definitely a favorite of mine. And I'm still trying to figure out where Phil is. I am so lost. Where is he? If I could just take a pause here to find him, I suspect he's way back. I'm trying to find him. Yes, he is. He's the second from the last person. He is now almost the last person. So Phil has decided to be the sweeper today. So I think I'm going to head backwards, so to speak, a little bit. I'm with you, Greg. I would love to see them bring the ZWIFT Community League back, and the Super League too. I enjoyed watching both of those events. And you know, they right now, or in the recent past, they had a number of ZWIFT events going on that were live streamed by ZWIFT. But in my time zone, they were starting at 5 o'clock in the morning, and by the time I woke up, they were already over with. So never got a chance to really watch those. And for some reason, even though I'm subscribed, they never came up on my recommended videos list. So maybe if I go back, I might check it out. That's if they did replay on those. I don't know if they ever enabled any kind of a rebroadcast of those. So here's Phil. And but wait at the top. Now here's the thing. What is the top? Is the top the arch, or is it that little bump after the arch? I have no idea. So I'm going to say it's the arch, because that's a nice large flat area. So we'll see. Now, all right, place your bets now. Is Phil going to hammer it, or is he going to soft pedal it up? What do you think? This is his second event. So we'll see. Oh, he said, I'm not asking, I'm telling. I missed that. What is he telling everybody? To stop at the top? Okay. I see what he's saying. Yeah, everybody needs to wait at the top. That's good. Yeah, because there's a lot of people off the front. I might not want to let Phil Gaimon get too far ahead of me, huh? Gosh, man. Look at him. He's already way up there. I think this is where it's starting. Oh yeah, he's going for it. That's about the one and only time I'm giving Phil a lead out here, folks. I'm going to help him get the KOM. Well, that's all the help I can give you, buddy. Ah. You guys do realize I'm going to blow up in about 30 seconds. All right. I need to be realistic now. Thank you. Thank you, Reagan. We'll see how long I last. I ruined my legs with that start. That was too tempting. Too tempting not to do. Yes, I agree. All good training. No fair, he's already there. All done. I can't turn around. I'll eat my cookie by myself. Oh no. Well, let's look back. See off in the distance there. Whew. Okay. 7:33. I do think that's a PR. I think my last one was 8 something. All right, folks. Well, I'll be honest with you. I don't know if my stomach's ready to put anything in it right now. But I do have my cookie ready. Heart of no puking, yeah. See how I can do. So I came in 15 out of 47. So, yeah, not too bad. About average. All right, well, I don't know if you said we could start. I'm going to get my cookie out. Those of you who are with us, get yours out and have a bite. Thaw. Just the way I like them. I gotta keep my legs moving. They're gonna lock up on me. All that lactate, just sitting around, going nowhere. We've only got 3 miles left, so this is gonna be quick. It's gonna be over quick. So, how many of you think Phil gave it his all, or you think he was holding back? You think 6 watts a kilo is holding back? I mean, for him, it was probably only a 4-minute, okay, 6-minute climb. 6-minute climb. I was going to figure out how fast that was. 6 minutes. And of course, he's got the polka dot jersey today. Not bad. I'm only a minute 33 behind. So that was a really good. That really pushed me. That ride. Having that Phil Gaimon carry it out in front of me. That's right. That's right, Greg. You know, thank you. I really wanted the whole point, sort of not the whole point, besides the charity ride, I really wanted to see Phil go up, hammer it up a hill, and I got a chance to do that. I even gave him a lead out. That was so cool. It just so happened he hit the cannon just as I was coming up on him, and I was able to give him, a 10-second lead out. So I'm going to tell Phil if he got the KOM that I gave him a helping hand on that one. All right. Whew. But the legs are finally starting to get back to normal here. Phil should be coming up soon, I would think. I don't know how big of a cookie he's got. But I would say most everybody's probably ready to get going. You know, Greg, I agree wholeheartedly with that. That is why I like ZWIFT racing, because, I mean, I can enjoy the occasional 40-20s workout. It's a good, hard workout. You feel nice and tired, like you've accomplished something after a structured workout. But ZWIFT races, to me, I think, gives me the best motivation. I don't know what it is. I love chasing someone ahead of me. I'm not so good if I'm in front. If I'm in front, I just feel like I'm suffering so much more. But if I got somebody in front of me to shoot for and keep up with, I don't know. It's super motivating for me. So this definitely was a good opportunity for me tonight. And so we are now basically over the bulk of the ride. We're just waiting for our host to get underway. He's really savoring each bite, I think. I got a pretty big cookie, and I'll be more than halfway done here. I'm going to give Phil kudo. Where is he? Hold on. No, don't tell me that he took off and I didn't see that. That would be so funny. I'm looking for him right now. Where is he? Is he coming up? No, there's still a whole bunch of people behind me. I think because there's just so many people. There's just so many people in this event. Like there's just too many people to find them. I mean, I've already seen 3 or 4 Phils in this list. Uh-oh. Hey, but if you see him come up, guys, let me know. For all I know, he's already at the finish line. Where's our host? I've been waiting for him. Okay, there he is. Okay, he's still last. He's still hanging out. It says he's pushing some watts. So here we go. Yeah, okay, I see him now. I see him. All right. He is moving. Take one last bite. We'll get going. It's coming up. How did I get another arrow? Oh, I guess I got another arrow at the arch. That's cool. Not very useful on a social ride. Yeah, I agree, Greg. You know, we'll have to join the same event together at some point. Oh, here he comes. All right. We are all together now. Now I am just about last. Yeah, there he is, Mr. Polka Dot Jersey. So he did 2 of these events tonight, and didn't look like the second one was any less smoking than probably the first was. You know, speaking of pros, we are very fortunate here in the Greenville, South Carolina area to have our own legend in the local ranks. And that's George Hincapie. He lives out here in South Carolina. He puts on the Fondo every year up in Greenville. And it's really cool. His company actually has a very good relationship with our team, Finish Strong. And we have been blessed every year to have the opportunity to marshal the Fondo with them. So it's a really awesome opportunity to be close to someone who's really made such an impact on the sport, and who still gives back to it, and who still contributes to it. So yeah, it is. Hey, Greg, just if you've never been to one of their Fondos, come out to Greenville in the fall. Check it out. The Greenville area has some really awesome places to ride. I think the Hincapie Fondo in Greenville is probably one of the best ones. It was one of the highest ranked ones that I read one time in, I think, Bicycling Magazine, or one of those periodicals. Just really awesome. So yeah, so we get a chance, and every now and then, you know, if you're out in Greenville, you ride around, you'll see him out there on the roads. He rides just about every day, and you can even get him as a velo guide, and get a private tour around Greenville with him. So that's pretty neat that he makes himself so accessible to people like that. But anyhow, so I really hope that this helps Phil put him over the top. I believe he said that if the charity rides could raise $15,000 from the 75 mark to the 90 mark, that they had a matching donor who was gonna supply the rest. So I really hope everyone gives generously, and that this makes an impact, not just on our quads and our wallets, but in people's lives. So I'm really thankful. Now, I do have to tell you folks, there is one surprise that I hope to reveal before this event is over. And I thought it would have already happened by now, but it may happen here in just a few moments. And this is something I have been looking forward to for a very long time. 2 years exactly. It has something to do with something in front of me here. But never mind. So we'll see. We'll see if it happens. For a non-climber like me, this particular thing that I'm alluding to has been very difficult and a very long journey for me to do. So we'll see here. Oh, where's Phil? Okay, he's still behind us. Well, let's see here. I might just give it away. I'd really like the surprise, like to see this surprise come out before the end of the event. And I don't think it's going to happen. Because I don't, and I'll give you a hint, I don't think there's any climbing left. I don't think there's any climbing left in this event. I think it's pretty much perfectly flat all the way in to the end. And I can't turn around. Let's see here. Sorry for the distraction. Yeah, I can't turn around. I don't think there's any climbing left. All right. I'll let the cat out of the bag. This is what I'm talking about here. I almost hate to see how close I am. 60 feet. 60 feet away. I've got no climbing left in this race, in this ride, rather. So, having said that, if you all want to stick around after the event is through, I will go ahead and finish up those 60 feet, because I have been waiting a very, very, very long time for the bike that Greg already has. If I remember, Greg, you and I had a conversation some months back about how many times you've been out the ZWIFT. How many times did you say you've been up it? It's certainly more by now. And I've climbed it about 10 times now myself. But I still don't have that elusive Tron bike. And I don't think these few feet here are going to give it to me. I don't think it's going to happen. I'm going to have to ride past the end here. Well, I want to give Phil some thanks before I wrap up. Or I'll just do a, how do I do this? I want to do a chat to everybody in the group. I can't. Let's see. Well, I already gave him kudos. Let's see if it, oh, we got some climbing here. A little bit of climbing. Oh, that's it. The event is over, officially. Well, here we go. Let's see what happens here. Oh, I'm going to stay here, going to stay here, going to stay. Come on. Hang with me, folks. 18 times. Only once, and you got the Tron bike after one time. You must have had a lot of climbing already in your bank for that. I should be getting it any second. Literally. Any second I should be getting that bike. Come on. Come on, ZWIFT. Give it to me. Ah. Is this a big downhill? Or is this another uphill right here? Is this another uphill? Alright, here we go. In 3, 2. I have no idea. I really don't have any idea how many feet it's going to be. Come on. Well, hey. It's going to be kind of anticlimactic here. Waiting for this bike to show up in my garage. Well, I'm going to have to, can I go back? I can at least turn around now. I can at least turn around now. All right. Well, this is sort of weird. I was hoping to have that bike by now. You know, actually, I had gone through the trouble of figuring out how many feet it would take to get that bike and how many feet there were in the event. So I would say that ZWIFT Insider is not correct on how many feet of climbing there is in this particular event. So, all right. Let's go up this hill one more time. What do they say, third time's a charm? Maybe second time in this case? Well, hey, hang tight for just a few more seconds. This has got to be it. This is going to be the golden moment. I will be so glad when this challenge is over. As I've said to Greg some months back, this has been 2 years I have been working towards this. So, I still don't have it yet. I think ZWIFT is being a little selfish here. They're not giving up that bike too easy. All right. Any guesses on how many more feet I've got? Let's see. Probably a ridiculously small number. Less than 10 feet now. 8 feet. We got 8 feet of climbing to go. Here we go. This is it. Gonna get it in the tunnel here. I'm gonna smash through. Here we go. All right. When are we gonna climb? We're going down, not up. This is so fun. This is so comical. This is so funny. Still going down. All right. My leg's gonna be all wore out here. Well, at least I got a little sprint training in. All right. Down, down. 8. Come on. Ah. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Hey. What? I'm going up. I'm not getting any credit for any feet here. I think there's some cheating going on here. ZWIFT is cheating on the feet. All right. There we go. 6 feet. One more foot should do it. 1 or 2. There we go. Yes. All right. Finally. Y'all want to check this out with me? First look. Oh, look. There's something new in my garage. What could it be? All right. Oh, where is it? It's not the last one. There she is. Look at that beauty. Yes. Hey, you guys gotta tell me how to change the colors on this baby. And get it tricked out really nice. Is this it right here? Is this the colors? Let's see. We got different. Am I changing colors here? I can't tell. Come on. Oh, that's just the description. All right. Hey, I really don't know how to change the wheel. I know everybody can change the colors. Help! I'm stuck with the default color. Anybody got some ideas? Maybe it's on the bike. Maybe it's on the frame. Where is it? Now I've lost it. There, no. There it is. Okay. There it is. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, green. That's tempting. I like my Madone red there. That's kind of orange. All right. You're right there. Yeah, There we go. That's it. Okay. Hey, folks. Thank you so much. Check out that view. Hey, appreciate you hanging in there. I really enjoyed it for more reasons than I can imagine here or even talk about. But thank you all for coming and joining. If y'all, if any of you participated, don't forget, if you haven't donated, make that donation to No Kid Hungry. We'll see you around on another live stream. Folks, have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you around. Take care, and God bless.